Hi, friends. Wanted to check in with you. Recently had another gift from the Bank of Canada, raising interest rates another 0.5% in effort to stave off inflation, which we don't need to tell you about that. We're all experiencing the increased prices and volatility in the markets, etc. On that note, I'm probably going to expect another increase in December as well, and again, in that striving to ease the inflationary concerns going forward. But this time we got a bit of a double whammy with supply issues, et cetera, and COVID in China and Shanghai, et cetera, getting goods over here, and of course Europe, et cetera. So does this mean we're going into a recession, and what does that look like for us? What should we do to weather that winter storm, that recession, if one comes along? A recession officially is judged by 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth. That could last for months, even years, we've seen in the past, right? Now, that's typically unemployment tends to rise quickly, and then retail sales fall sharply, and that 2 consecutive quarters is going to constitute a recession by definition. What does that mean for us, and what are we going to do to weather that storm once again? So a couple of points to just recession do's and don'ts, if you would, right? Cash wedge strategy, as many of you are familiar with and are actually executing now. What does that mean? Cash to supply income when supplementing your income in retirement. A cash wedge, separate and apart from your portfolio, to allow your portfolio to be managed and get through the ups and downs without depleting monies during down markets, right? So a cash wedge strategy is a good idea. Cash is good to have on hand for people to supplement their income in retirement and not have to sell assets or deplete monies in a down market or in a down portfolio. Give it time to be managed and come back again, and time is our friend, right? Now, reducing debt goes without saying, right? High interest rate debt we want to reduce. But the caveat is, don't use emergency money or emergency funds or cash wedge to pay down high interest rate debt. Want to explore opportunities to refinance that debt and decrease the servicing levels or the interest rates on your higher interest rate debt. So we can have those conversations and explore opportunities along the way. Saying that, if you don't have a secured line of credit or a home equity line of credit or a line of credit of some kind, consider getting one. You don't need to use it, but you have access to inexpensive capital should you need it, right? Have your umbrella, it's not going to rain. So borrowing money or having access to money and buying insurance are very similar. To get it, we have to prove we don't need it, right? So we acquire those things or access to those things prior to the time that we actually need it. So if you're currently investing and you're in that stage of accumulation and you're still investing, continue. Right? Continue investing. Yes, it's down on paper. Share prices are down. This is the only industry where a sale makes people question, should I be doing this or not? Yes. Provided all the basic fundamentals are in check and you got a good, solid company and it's trading at a lower price, continue dollar cost averaging or continue investing throughout the down markets and benefit sometime in the future when things turn around. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Review, rebalance if necessary. Now, we do this on a regular basis, and if there was something to be done, we'd reach out to you personally and present you with the solution as opposed to the issue or the matter. I think we're on the same page there, community of like-minded individuals, but we want to stay proactive, and it never hurts to have those reviews, rebalance where necessary, if necessary, and keep the communication open. Now, just as important as we want managers to continue to manage the portfolios, we're going to continue to manage our emotions along the way, right? And how do we do that? I use the word communication. Communication is key. The only silly question is the one you don't ask. So whenever in doubt, or you have any questions or queries, or you see something on the news, or you're wondering about how this may affect you or your portfolio, your family, reach out, say hello, ask the question. We'll have the conversation, and we'll get through this together, right? So, a couple of things just to let you know we're thinking about you. Any questions or queries? Once again, reach out, say hello, and we'll see you soon. Be well.